let's not waste any time. Let's get right in. First things first, I've already gone through and set up all my arrangement markers. In this specific video, we'll only be touching on the intro, the verse, going to the pre-chorus, back to the verse, and then to the chorus. My goal here is to help you understand the art of aux, instead of just showing you how to just play sounds on top of a track. Okay, so the first thing I always do to every track that I work on is throw a drone pad in there. For this video, I'll be using the Sky Ambient Pad from That Worship Sound, I believe. I'll make sure to link it below. I personally always start off by adding a drone to help build foundation, so it's just like a solid layer. So now we'll go in and play the track and then try to bring up the drone to see where it fits best. So right there, the drone feels good. So now the way I go about aux is I like adding atmospheric textures, is what I call them. So now I'm gonna go into adding some sounds. The way I go about sound selection is I try to not add too much chords, because I try to mimic like the live setting. Think about it in a real scenario. So if my main keyboardist is playing keys and I'm playing strings, it kind of limits him in the sense that he will play a chord and I won't play that same chord, and it might clash. It might sound very odd. So the way I go about aux is more color and ear candy rather than holding down chords. A sound that I do use all the time, it's called Distant Memories. It's from Omnisphere. So it sounds something like this. I will start by just playing and getting a feel for what I want, and then once I capture something, once something resonates with me well, then I'll record it. And then to layer that, this time I'll do it with a actual riser pad. So now I'm gonna add some more elements to the start. I won't take you guys through this part because, like I said, everything is based off of feel. Another tip that I always mention to people is that you need to add FX into your production. On this transition, I still feel like it's still a little dry going from the intro into the verse. So I'm gonna add a FX there so we can see how that feels. Okay, so after going through it, listening, just to get a feel for it, I decided to add 2 transitions. They're both from the KSHMR pack. I'll be sure to link that down below as well. So I'm just gonna play the whole intro, and then from there we'll start working on the verse. So now, once again, I'm just gonna go back and listen to the verse, get a feel for it, and from there, I'll decide what needs to be added. So the loop that I'm using is from Extreme Worship, from Loop Elements. I'll be sure to link that down below as well. And then I only did this simply because I felt that the loop that they were using wasn't bad, but it wasn't adding the feel that a loop needed to add. So next I'm gonna go in and add some melodic sounds as well.
Emmanuel, here with
Also, I forgot to mention, depending on the circumstance, most times I quantize everything I play. And the setting I use is 1/16th note.
Emmanuel, here with me.
And then once again, this is a transition. So the one thing that I like adding to all my transitions, or most of them, is this pad that I used earlier. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add that.
Here with me. Your name is great. Here with me. Your name.
Smooth. So now we're gonna go ahead and listen to this part and see what needs to be added, because we're now into the pre-chorus. So after listening to the pre-chorus, I want to go ahead and add a sub bass. I felt like it's missing a lower element. Although the piano is doing a very well job of holding it up, I still feel that it needs that lower feel. And this bass that I'm using is from the O'Neal Palmer sound pack for Logic.
Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is great and greatly to be praised.
So now that I'm done with the bass, I want to add a certain type of lead. I call it a verb lead, very spacious, and it sounds like this.
Here with me. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is great and greatly to be praised.
Now I feel like the loop is still not driving the song, so I wanted to add some percussive elements in there. So the first sound I'm probably gonna add is either a clap or snare. So I'm gonna look through some sounds, pick a sound, and see how I feel about it.
Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is great and greatly to be.
So I went ahead and added two sounds. One is an impact, and then the other one is a reverb clap.
Here with me. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is.
Okay, I feel like that sits nice. It's not too much, but it also adds some color, adds some texture. So now we're gonna work into the transition, going back into the verse. So I kept the transition fairly simple. I only added the riser pad, and then for the impact, I'm using this sound. It sounds like this. And right off the bat, going back into the verse, I want to add some plex in there, kind of drive the song. So now I'm gonna add a synth under that just to make it fuller. And as you can see, I'm adding the synth after the whole band comes in. Now it's a more heavier part, so I feel that it's needed to make it fuller. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some bells in there. I'm using the XV5080 from the Rolling Cloud. So I've added the bells. Now I'm gonna move on to adding some more atmospheric textures. Back at another transition, so I'm going to use that same pad I used earlier, but this time I'm going to add some other elements to that pad to make it feel different, and because it's a different section that we're going into. The first sections were a little calmer, but now we're starting to build. The two sounds that I added were both from Logic's stock sounds. The first one is called Hyper Sweep, which sounds like this on its own. And then the second one is called Noise Sweeper, and that also sounds like this. Now I'm gonna add some FX just to help the transition as well, make it sound more fuller. So now that's a nice way to enter into our next part. So once again, using almost the same instruments that we already have, I'm probably gonna top it with some glocking, nothing crazy, just to emphasize on it.
Sing your name. Greatly to be praised. Your name. Greatly to be praised. Your name is great. Greatly to be praised. Your name is great.
I just added the synth. Now I'm about to go in and add the verb lead again, which will be lining the melody that the singer is singing. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the plex again, one of the elements that are driving the song right now. So now I feel that the glocking is doing okay, but I still want to add the D50 just to emphasize on a certain part. So I'll go ahead and play that. It feels good, but just to add some more emphasis, I'm just gonna add the synth that I used earlier and play that same exact line again that the D50 is playing. So I like how that feels. I'm just gonna go ahead again and add some little elements here and there. So now we're just gonna do a basic rough mix so everything pertaining aux sits well. The typical way I go about mixing aux is turning all my elements down and then bringing it up until I feel like it sits well. Whatever I feel the track doesn't need, I take out during this point as well.